can do here. Oh, she's throwing pretty dang good. What the heck is that? Oh, there's some yellow snow there. I wonder how that got there. But it doesn't have quite the angle that the other one does. And then the whole thing shakes, as you can see. Uh-oh, she's bogging down. And it's only about 4 inches of snow. I guess that's all she can handle. Oh, come on. Today on In the Woodyard, we've got snow and I'm gonna blow. We're using a battery to do it. Here we go. So the last time that I had to blow snow was about 2 weeks ago. We haven't had snow since then up until the last couple days. Now, a couple days ago it snowed, but I wasn't here. I was in Montana with my brother Ken. We were on the Meteor podcast with Steve Ranella in Montana in Bozeman. And we're back now, and then when we got back, there was about 1.5 inches of snow in my parking lot, but I didn't do anything with it because it was on a weekend and I didn't have any appointments. And we were supposed to get snow last night, which we did. We got about another inch. So there's about, I don't know, 2.5 inches of light fluffy snow in the parking lot, and I need to get rid of it because we got appointments tomorrow coming to my other business. So I need to get the sidewalk cleared off and get the parking lot cleared off. And a lot of you have asked me, what are you going to do now that you got rid of the tractor? And I don't have, the wood yard to clean up anything with the tractor here. The tractor's out at the new wood yard. So I'm going to go back to what I did years ago. When I first built my building back in 2001, 2002, so what, over 20 years ago, I had a guy plowing it, and each time he plowed it, it was costing me between $110, $120, something like that, and that was 20 years ago. And he quit doing plowing, and so he referred me to another guy, and the next guy came, he said it was gonna be $150, and I thought, well, he did it once. I thought, I'm gonna go get a big snowblower because I wanted a snowblower anyway. So I went and bought a big TORO 826 power thrower thing. I can't remember the exact name of it. You'll see it in a little bit. And so I started snowblowing just to see what would happen. Well, when you only get a little bit, it's no big deal. I can snowblow my whole parking lot in about 1 hour and 15 minutes if you only got, 1 to 2 inches. If I get 3 or 4 inches, it takes maybe 1.5 hours. If I get 6 to 8 inches, it can take about 2 hours. If you get a foot, it's a 2.5 hour job because I have to double and triple blow some spots. But the snowblower that I bought was $1,400, something like that. And I'm on my second one. I actually have 2 of them. I have one at home and I have one here. And I figured it out. By snowblowing my parking lot, I'm making about somewhere between $100 and $75 an hour by snowblowing it and not having someone do it because of what it costs to have it done. Plus I get some walking in, which a lot of people think, I get a lot of great exercise in the woodyard, and I do, but my legs don't get the exercise that I would like to have them get. I'm not walking that much. So walking behind a snowblower is a good, nice long walk, so it works pretty good. And snowblower does all the work. You just walk behind it. It's self-propelled and everything. So I saved a whole bunch of money by doing it. Now we get about 20 to 30 snowfalls a year here where I live, and that snowblower was paid for halfway through the first year, and I used it for 20 years. And then I got another one because I wanted one at home, and then I got the same one here. And I figured it out. I saved probably in the neighborhood of $20,000 to $25,000 by snowblowing my parking lot. So that's a bunch of money. And I got some exercise at the same time, which in the wintertime is good because most people just sit around and eat and gain weight in the wintertime. So then now with my YouTube channel, this company reached out to me, the POWERSMART. They reached out and said, hey, would you like a snowblower? And I said, okay, because I would use it. And that's kind of the rule of thumb that I go by when people reach out to me and say, hey, would you like this product? Would you like that product? Would you like to try this? If it's something I can actually use and it's something that you guys might be interested in, I'll get it. But if it has nothing to do with what I do, whether it's woodyard work or here at my business, I'm going to say no thanks. I really don't have time to show your product. If I don't believe in it and use it, I'm not gonna promote it and talk about it. But this I thought I would give a try. It has 2 battery packs like you guys saw before. One of them I couldn't get to work. I think I can get it to work today. I think I just had it set wrong, so we're gonna give it a try. I got them both charged, and we got about 1.5 inches snow before and about 1 inch last night, maybe 1.5 inches. So it's 2.5 inches or so. So we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna snow blow it. So I'm gonna get her out and we're gonna start her up and we're gonna do some snow blowing. Here we go. Okay, here she comes. Now, one of the nice things about this snowblower versus my big TORO that I have, this is pretty light. I don't think this thing weighs, I really don't know, maybe 80 pounds, whereas my TORO weighs 300, 350, I don't know, it's really heavy. But this one, if I can find where I gotta grab here. I gotta grab on the inside of the chute. This one is, let me just see. Yeah, probably 80 pounds would be my guess, something like that. Not too bad, it's manageable. And the battery, I'm gonna start with this one, goes right in this little compartment. Basically, it's your engine. You drop it in, lock it in, the cover on. It's that simple. There it is. She's locked and loaded. Let's see if we can get her to start. Yes, it lit up. And so you've got your drive control forward. This is how you adjust the chute, and this is how you adjust the height of it up and down for the deflector, I guess it's called. You got the drive. Off to the races. Well, the battery said it was full when I started. Now it keeps shutting off. So I'm going to put the other battery in and see what happens. Again, gas is good. But that's just me. So I'm going to take this one inside, slap it on the charger, and see if I can charge it fast enough. Okay, that one's being charged. Let's see if we can get this other battery to work. I might need a truckload of batteries just to keep this thing running. We'll see. Says it's good. Let's see what happens. I got nothing. Nothing. It's flashing that it's good. The key is in. Nothing. No lights, nothing. And it's fully charged. And this is the battery it's supposed to. Nothing. It's flashing all green. And the other battery worked sort of, but it kept dying. I guess that's a good test, huh? Yeah, and they push the indicator, it lights up all green. Let me just slap it on the charger and see what happens. Well, it says it's fully charged, but I got nothing out of it. Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. And it's brand new, so I don't see any problems with the connectors. Usually slamming it helps. Nope, nothing. Nada, zippo, zilch. 9. So I guess I'll park this thing over to the side for now and bring out a real snowblower. I'm just gonna set this thing right here out of the way and go get the big boy. Now this is a snowblower. All we gotta do is put gas in it and go. Might as well bring you guys closer. No sense keeping you way over there. Thought I was going to do something dramatic and come towards you and blow snow, but goes to show you electric sucks. This is how fast it takes to charge this compared to the battery pack. What do we got? About 15 seconds here? 20 seconds, 30, something like that. There we go. Fully charged, ready to work. Battery packing is going to take an hour, 2 hours, I don't know. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to check the oil because I haven't looked at that in a little while. Beautiful. It's got oil. So here's how the snowblower works. You prime it. A bunch of times you put the choke on. And it's got electric start, but we don't need no stinking cords. No electricity required. The only bad thing is it is kind of loud. but that's okay. Most fun things are loud. There we go. Now we're blowing snow. Power! Unlimited power! It's like Palpatine. So as you can see, by clearing the snow away, you get down to the pavement and then it can melt off with the sun working, because this faces south over this way, and this will all eventually melt off and dry off, and work its way that direction because it slopes downhill. And so that's why you want to get on it right away. But I didn't start snowblowing until, I don't know, it was probably noon, maybe a little after. It's a Sunday today, so there's nobody around. I wasn't in any hurry to get here today. And over on this side, this faces to the east. This is where my deliveries come from. They come in right through here onto the parking lot, and then they make a loop in here. So what happens is that this gets packed down with the UPS, FedEx, and delivery people that come. So you get a layer of snow that's packed down. And the reason I'm bringing this up is there's some people on the channel that have asked me about snowblowing. They're like, what a waste of time. Why do you snowblow? Why don't you just drive over the top of it? Well, obviously those people that are making those comments are from down south probably, and they figure it's going to melt in a day or two. Generally, once we get winter, it's here for 5 or 6 months. It just stays. And if I was to drive over this, it's possible we could get more and more and more snowfall. And if you don't get on it right away, it all of a sudden starts to crust up and freeze up, and then you get all the nasty stuff like on the end of the driveway or right where this stuff is all packed down here from people driving on it. So this will turn to glare ice because it'll melt a little bit and then it'll freeze at night. So this is not going to be good. Over there I got it nice and clean, so it's going to do good. Eventually, if we get enough sun, this will melt, but this next week it's supposed to be close to 0 for highs. It's supposed to be below 0. Right now it's about 12 degrees. Tonight it's supposed to get like 3 below or something like that. And it's supposed to stay like that for a week. So that's why you want to get on it right away so the sun can start to do its work and do its thing. Now, I had the battery on the whole time for the electric snowblower, and it's fully charged now. So we're going to start it up. I don't need to snowblow anymore. I got it all done, but I'm going to do a little demonstration. We're going to do a little bit around where my truck is sitting over there, just to try this thing out and see what it'll actually do. But I do know just from with my big blower, it doesn't have enough power. It's not that it's not a good snowblower. It would work fine, like I said, for someone who's a homeowner that just has a little short driveway to do. But I have quite a bit of surface here to remove snow, and I double blow a lot. I just know that thing would not have the power. So, and there was a little bit more snow than I thought today because it had drifted off of the roof, off my building, and drifted into the corners. So there were some spots there. It was, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches deep right in the corners there. But then there's other spots where it was only like 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Okay, we're gonna start that thing up and go do some blowing. Okay, so here it is. There is the auger, and it's got a 2-stage. So you see inside there's another propeller in there that spins faster. It's 24-inch clearing width, as you can see. Come around to this side. It is 80-volt lithium ion battery. It says right there. And it is a, see if I can find it. Where is it? I know it's on here somewhere. Where is it? It's hiding. I know there's a name. There it is. Under the snow. There it is. It is a POWERSMART. That's what they call it, POWERSMART. And it is, if I can get to the battery. Right here, you got to lift this up. And right here's the battery. This is the key. This little doodad right here, like a lot of snowblowers have. You push that in, it lets it so that it can connect. You push this backwards, and the battery pops out. So there's the actual battery. I don't know. Pretty heavy, and that's probably a good, I don't know, 6-7 pounds. So, but it's kind of, this is kind of real cheap, this plastic here. Be really careful with it because when it's cold, that's going to shatter. But I gotta make sure I got the connections in the right spot. But it just slides down in there, drop it, and click it in. There you go, it's in. So that's that. Now this battery is the spare one they sent me. The one that came with the unit doesn't work at all. I've tried everything. I've charged it. It says it's fully charged. I've tried pushing every button I can think of. Nothing. I got nothing with it. So, okay, now I'm going to show you how this thing operates. So here it's got a neutral right there. This is forward for drive, and this is reverse. The reverse is real slow. There's that. This is a light switch right here. You can turn that on. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's LED lights. Don't need that because we got sun, so I'm going to turn that off, save the battery because I know we're going to need it. And it's a start switch. You just push this, and it says battery indicator. It says it's green, we're good to go, and it'll start flashing when it's getting close to being dying. This is your shoot control. You just slide this back and forth. So you got a control for that, and then over here is your shoot deflector. So you push this up and down, and it kind of works. You got to really reef on it. So there's that, and then you can go from side to side. So it's two separate levers that are pretty stiff, whereas on my Toro it's just one quick stick, which works really good. So, and if you don't start it within like, what does it say, 3 seconds, you got 3 seconds. So there, I pushed it. So I'm going to start the auger. So you push this down, as you can see, down inside of there. The auger is driving. And then the next thing you do is you push down on this, and then you're driving. And you let go, and it stops, just like that. It just stops instantly. There's no, we're gonna make this snow go over this way. So we're gonna start it up again. So you gotta push this again, and then you get the auger started. And then you push down on this lever, and there she goes. And then it stops again. So I'm gonna get the camera set in a tripod so I can show you from a distance from the front kind of what it does. So we're gonna put it on the tripod here. So what I did a little while ago is I adjusted the glides on the side, or the, you know, the height adjustment, the slides, glides I call them. I think that's what they're called. We're gonna put it into forward. We're gonna hit the start button, get the auger going. I'm gonna stop this so you can hear me. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of clean some of this stuff up here that the big snowblower missed. I lowered this so it's scraping a little better now. Oh, gotta turn it back on. Come on, baby, go. 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 It's trying. Coming back at you. Or past you. I scraped up a little bit of the pack down stuff where the truck, where I had driven in here and where the UPS guy drove in. Now we're going to go over to the powder stuff and see what we can do. Start button, auger start, drive, push. Let's see what we can do here. She's working. It blows pretty good actually out to the side there. Getting a little bit deeper snow now. It's about 3-4 inches here. Slows way down. Oh, can't handle it, so she just shuts off. If it can't handle it, it just shuts off. So we're gonna go back to start again. Fault indicator. Too much snow. Turn it back on. Come on, auger. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down so it's not going as fast, but there's not much control. It's either go or stop. There's really not much in between. Oh, she's doing pretty dang good. What the heck is that? Oh, there's some yellow snow there. I wonder how that got there. See if it'll blow my pea. Yep. Blows yellow snow. It's got a pretty good power actually with this light fluffy snow. It's blowing it pretty good. Over this way so you can see. It doesn't go far enough that way. I want to go over to the side here. But it doesn't have quite the angle that the other one does. And then the whole thing shakes, as you can see. Let's go straight away here. Let's go up a bit. Come on. Uh-oh, she's bogging down, and it's only about 4 inches of snow. I guess that's all she can handle. Okay, start it again, start the auger again. Won't start, you gotta back it up. Shake some snow out, there we go. Throws it pretty nice and far, but oops! So whoops! I let go of the auger here. I mean the auger. That's it. Come on, I gotta start it all up again here. Gotta do about 5 things to make it work here. Okay, here we go. Slowing all by itself, because I got it set to about medium. Okay, it was too much. Back it off. Oopsie. I'm used to just stop and let it go. Try one more going this way. Over the chute, turn it back on, get the auger going. Drive! Slow her down a bit here. What? I went from neutral to drive and it just shut off. It can't handle more than about 4 inches. That's as slow as the drive will go right here. That's all she wrote. She won't go anymore. Turn it off, turn it on. Get the chute to go, it won't go. Back it up. Shake out some snow. Okay, let's turn it around this way. I'm gonna take this little swipe here, just this little guy. Pull it over there, get the auger going. Nope, gotta turn it back on. Get the auger going, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, so there it is, the POWERSMART 80 volt lithium ion snowblower. It works, and I guess if you only ever got, you know, 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of light powdery snow, I think it would probably handle it. That right there was about 4 inches, and it was fairly heavy snow. I mean, nothing terrible, but it kept stopping. It didn't want to go. It was too much. And I had it as slow as it would go, and I was holding it back, and it just kept shutting off on me. But for a homeowner that has, like I said, a small driveway where you're only going to do a sidewalk and maybe a, 50 feet of driveway or something like that, where you can blow half one way, half the other way, where you're not double blowing, it probably would work for light snows. It's a light snow blower, it's not real heavy, which is also a good thing for moving it, but it's a bad thing for when you want some power, some weight to keep it down to go into the snow. Like my big blower is so heavy, it just goes right into it. It doesn't really lift up on it at all. Unless you got packed snow, then it'll come up. If you got like drifts, sometimes I have to dig into it a little bit with the front. This is very loose here. It kind of bounces all over the place, and it's hard to control because you have 2 levers, and it works. This is like $800, something like that, 900, I'm not sure. My other snowblower was like 1,400, so it's substantially more. And like I said, with the battery on this, it's supposed to work 40 minutes. I don't believe it, because I was losing power already. I was hit some stuff and it would just shut right off because it didn't have enough power. It has very little torque. For those of you that know anything about towing, torque is a good thing, and it doesn't have much. It doesn't have that low-end power to really want to throw the snow. And this is like ideal conditions. There's no wind. It's only like 12 degrees. The snow is light and fluffy. It's not that heavy, wet cement like snow. Like I said, it works. For some people, it'll be great. I am not a battery person. Batteries tend to fail me a lot on my tractor, on my cameras, on my other cameras, on my computer. You always need to plug it in. You always need to be close to source. Whereas gas, you carry a can with you, you put it in and you go. When you run out, you put more gas in, you go. You run out, you put more gas in, you go. Whereas this, you run out of battery and it's an hour, hour and a half to charge it, or your battery doesn't work at all like the other one. So you're gonna have to have a bunch of batteries if you want to use this a lot. But again, small driveway, it would work. So there it is. I prefer my gas blower, but this I'm going to take home, and I think it's going to be my wife's. She's going to use it at home. That's it for today, folks. You know what to do. Poke the buttons. I'll be back tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. with another video for you. I think we're going to go do some splitting and some wood tomorrow. That's what we're going to do. See you then. Good night, everybody.